from Puerto Rico, number 1, Geraldo Rivera. A senior from Miami, Florida, number 2, Spencer St. Louis. A senior from Windermere, Florida, number 4, Matt Trevella. A junior from Poland, number 5, Miho Acorda. A freshman from Davie, Florida, number 7, Grayson Stout. A junior from Burbank, California, number 14, Jared Malone. And a sophomore from Greece, number 19, Christos Gersos. And a head coach for Limestone in his 4th season, Steve Benson. And now, let's meet your 2021 Tusculum University Pioneers. First and non-starters, Tom Cate, Jacob Rambo, Jack Wozniak, Kobe Landry, Reese DeLena, and Mackenzie Scott. And other starters for the Pioneers, a freshman, Mandeville, Louisiana, number 2, Dave Lowe. A sophomore from Miami, Florida, number 3, Lucas Blanco. A freshman from Colorado Springs, Colorado, number 6, Taylor Phillips. A junior from Las Vegas, Nevada, number 8, Sean Camshaw. A sophomore from Kingston, Jamaica, number 10, Shafar Grant. Sophomore from Chesapeake, Virginia, number 18, Hunter Hall. A sophomore from Chesapeake, Virginia, number 23, Caleb Slater. And a Libero graduate student from Castleberry, Florida, number 9, Peter Stewart. The head coach of the Pioneers in the 2nd season, Eddie Pennington. The graduate assistant coach is Cassie Moore. The associate head athletic trainer is Michael Hawkins. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time the Tusculum University Athletics Department respectfully ask that you please stand, and gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem.
And a very pleasant good evening. Welcome to Pioneer Arena on the campus of Tusculum University in Greenville, Tennessee. It's NCAA men's volleyball action tonight as the Pioneers hosting the Limestone Saints. I'm Jim Miller with you this evening. Glad you could join us for volleyball action tonight. It's the final home match of the regular season for the Pioneers, and they'll look to go out on a winning note as they host Limestone for the first time this season. The second time they have played this year, the teams met at Limestone on February 26th, the Saints winning 3-1. Tusculum this season on their home court a 2-5 record, which includes a 3-1 victory over Alderson Broadus on their last match last Friday, April the 9th, the Friday afternoon win for the Pioneers over Alderson Broadus. Tonight's starters for Tusculum, they will start Dane Lope, freshman from Mandeville, Louisiana. Lucas Blanco, the sophomore from Miami, Florida, is the setter. Sean Kampshoff, the junior from Las Vegas, Nevada. Shafar Grant, the sophomore from Kingston, Jamaica. Hunter Walk, a sophomore from Chesapeake, Virginia. And Caleb Slater, a sophomore from Chesapeake, Virginia. The libero tonight, Peter Stewart, the only senior, was the announced starter for the Pioneers as the starting libero, the 5'11 graduate student from Castleberry, Florida. But it will be Taylor Phillips also out there at libero as well, a 6-foot freshman from Colorado Springs, Colorado. For Limestone tonight, their starting lineup, Geraldo Rivera, a senior from Carolina, Puerto Rico. Spencer St. Louis, a senior from Miami, Florida. Matt Anatrella, a senior from Windermere, Florida. Grayson Stout, a freshman from Davie, Florida. Jarrett Malone, a junior from Burbank, California. And Ristos Guterres, a sophomore from Greece. And the libero is Michał Podgorczak, a junior from Poland. Limestone will have the first serve tonight. And we are underway at Pioneer Arena. Glad you could join us tonight on the Pioneer Sports Network. The first attack goes to Hunter Walk, and it is wide and deep. And it is a point for the Limestone Saints. Serving for Limestone is Spencer St. Eloi. He's a senior, 6'2", from Miami, Florida. Leads the team in service aces this season with 23. Limestone 11-9 this season, 2-2 in the Independent Volleyball Association as Phillips digs that serve. Goes to Kampshoff off the right side, and he'll get the kill for the Pioneers. Sean Kampshoff with the first kill of the night for Tusculum. Kampshoff averaging almost 3 kills a set, hitting 117 for the Pioneers this season. Is Caleb Slater on the serve for Tusculum. Slater, the leading hitter for the Pioneers. As this one is set up for the attack, but it is called a double hit on the setter, Gutersos, and it's going to be a point for the Pioneers. 2-1 Tusculum here in the first set. Slater's serve is in down the line. Malone digs it. The attack by Malone is met by the Pioneer defense. And now a block by Kampshoff for the kill for the Pioneers. As off the serve, Malone got it back, but the nice dig by Lope in the back row. And then the attack attempt on the left side is met by Kampshoff for the Pioneers. As Anatrella got blocked on the attempt. This set is going to go for St. Eloi, and it's dug out by the Pioneers. Walk will set it up for Kampshoff. He'll put it down for the kill. Another kill for Sean Kampshoff, his second of the match, and Tusculum off to a quick 4-1 lead. As he put that one away in front of St. Eloi. And Tusculum leads it 4-1. Slater's serve is a little bit deep, and it'll be a point for Limestone. 4-2 the score. Up to serve for the Saints is Matt Anatrella, a senior from Windermere, Florida. This one is dug by a walk, and it's going to be played over. It's set up now for the kill by Rivera. That's a point for the Saints. Tusculum now with a 4-3 lead here in set number 1. Anatrella will serve. This one goes to Walk. Blanco, the tap to Grant, and met at the net by Malone, who will come up with the block for the Saints. And Limestone, just like that, into a 4-4 tie, as they've scored 3 straight. This serve will come to Walk, who'll pass it over to Blanco. Kampshoff for the kill, as he lays it down in front of Podgorczak for the kill for the Pioneers. Kampshoff off to a quick start, 3 kills and 3 attacks. As Tusculum able to gather up that serve with no problem. Kampshoff with the serve. The attack is met by the Pioneers and now played over the net. Blanco to Walk, and it's saved, but it's going to, that almost looked like 4 hits, but it wasn't. And it's going to be tried again, this time by Walk for the kill. Hunter Walk with the kill in front of St. Eloi. And the Pioneers up now 6-4. A nice save there by the Saints off the 3 ball. Hitting the balls. They've got 4 kills. Kampshoff with the attack. Podgorczak, and the kill there for Rivera. And we're a 6-5 score. Tusculum with the lead. Jarrett Malone will serve for Limestone. This serve comes into Walk. Blanco, Kampshoff, dug out by the Saints. This one by Rivera is met by Lope. Kampshoff will go again. Great save by the Saints, and the ball is still alive. Blanco for the attack and the kill off the back row by Dane Lope. Limestone with a couple great saves so far early on in this first set as they were able to come up with that one. It looked like a sure kill for the Pioneers. But Tusculum does get the point. They lead at 7-5. Hunter Walk serving for Tusculum. That serve is dug out by Rivera. He'll get the set from Anatrella. And the Pioneers will have a free ball situation. Kamshoff, Lope tries to go cross court, but Pagorzak is there. Now attempting the tip is Gutersos. This time it's going to be a kill for Dane Lope. Another point for the Pioneers. They lead at 8-5. Tusculum with 6 kills already in this first set. Kamshoff, 3 of them. Lope now with 2. He's got 2 in a row. Walk serving at 8-5. It's going to go over the net. Kamshoff will play it right over, and now he's able to save the Rivera attack from the back row. It's walked a little bit too long, and it's a point for Limestone. Good idea there by Walk, as he saw the opening down the middle, but just a little bit strong. And the point goes to Limestone. They now trail at 8-6. Christos Gutersos will serve it for Limestone, the 6'4" sophomore out of Greece. Grant with the tip. Rivera tips it back over. The Pioneers are going to have to save it this time. Able to get it over the net is Phillips. Limestone now will set it up for St. Aloy. Dug by Walk. Are they able to save this one? Yes, they can. Grant's going to have to bump it over, and he does. Play continues as now the Rivera attack is tipped, and it's wide, and it's a point for the Pioneers. Great effort there by Tusculum as they are able to save it twice. The second one as Grant bumps it over. And then Rivera tried to go with the attack, and he just tipped it wide, and the Tusculum bench falls. As Tusculum now leads at 9-6. Grant with the service. The set will go to Rivera, and he'll put it down with authority. Geraldo Rivera's 3rd kill of this set. And Limestone back within 2 at 9-7. So Rivera will serve. Trailing 7-9 here in set number 1. The toss and Walk will dig it out. Joust at the net, and it's going to be played by the Saints. A little miscommunication there between Rivera and Pagorzak, and now it's played over for the Pioneers. Set up by Phillips as Lope tries to attack, but it's dug out by Rivera. Now the play goes across as Walk digs it out. Kamshoff, and it's in as the block falls in for the Saints. As Stout was there along with Antrella. And it's a point for Limestone. Unlucky for Tusculum. And it's 9-8 Pioneers. Rivera will serve this one. Into the net, a point for Tusculum. First service error of the match for the Saints, and Tusculum now leads at 10-8. Lucas Blanco, the Pioneer setter, will serve this one. Blanco averages about 8 assists per set. This set goes to Rivera into the net, and it's a point for the Pioneers.
Point, Pioneers.
Gutersos' set looked good, but Rivera just pounded it in the net. It happens sometimes, and it's 11-8 Tusculum. The attack on the serve by Blanco will be met by the Saints, and a kill goes to Grayson Stout.
Point.
Stout, 6'4" freshman out of Davie, Florida.
Now serving for the Saints.
Has seen very little playing time for the Saints this season. It's just his 2nd set of the year, but he's out there getting some action tonight. His serve in for Phillips. Blanco will set it up, and the attack going cross court by Lope is too strong, and it's a point for Limestone. 11-9 Saints, trail by 2. Now Stout will be serving here for Limestone. Phillips digs it out. Blanco across to Kamshoff, and he gets the kill. 4th kill of the set for Sean Kamshoff, and the Pioneers lead at 12-10. Tusculum now with 7 kills and 5 errors and 18 attacks as Lope serves it to Rivera. The setup of the attack, and the kill will go to Antrella as the attempted block by Kamshoff and Slater was unsuccessful. That's 12-11. And that serves into the net, and it's a point for the Pioneers. We've only seen one lead change so far in this first set as Tusculum has led from the early going. Caleb Slater serving for the Pioneers, 6'7" sophomore out of Chesapeake, Virginia. This serve is in. And the attack by Rivera, it's dug out nicely by Slater, but he can't get it to fall in. It just goes wide, and it's a point for Limestone. 13-12, Saints down by 1. Good try there by Slater as his pancake attempt almost resulted in a point. This serve is deep, and it's a point for the Pioneers as Anatrella unable to get that one to get down. And Tusculum leads 14-12. Sean Kampshoff serving for the second time. He's got 4 kills and 7 attacks in this set. His serve is in. Set up across for Rivera, who will tip it down for the point. Rivera leads the team in kills, 185, averages almost 4 kills a set, hitting 241. Jarrett Malone serving now for the Saints. This serve is in for walk, set up by Blanco, now taking himself on the tip. Mixes it up a little bit, does Lucas Blanco. He'll do that from time to time, his 20th kill of the season in 45 sets. And Tusculum, 2-point lead, holds at 15-13. Hunter Walk will serve it. The toss and the hit is in. The setup will go to Rivera, and he'll put it down and in for the Saints. 15-13 your score. Now Limestone to serve. Now 15-14. The service by Gutierrez. An attack by Grant. He'll tip it again, and Stout meets it for the Saints. Rivera with the kill and the point for Limestone, and we're tied at 15. 15 all, as Gutierrez will serve it for the Limestone. Serve is in to walk. Blanco will set it up for a Lope, and he'll get the kill for the Pioneers. As he puts it down. And Tusculum regains the lead at 16-15. For Lope, his 3rd kill of this first set. 16-15 as Shafar Grant will serve. Grant, the 6'3" sophomore out of Kingston, Jamaica. That serve is in. It's Rivera again. He'll tip it this time. Grant salvages it, but he can't do anything with it. And Limestone back into a 16 all tie. Rivera now has 7 kills already in set number 1. Rivera just a 6-foot senior out of Carolina, Puerto Rico. He plays bigger than that. That serve is deep, and it's a point for the Pioneers. Tusculum back up 17-16. That'll be Lucas Blanco serving at 17-16. That serve is down, played by Gorzak. This time it's St. Aloy. Walk tries for the dig, but it goes over and out, and we're tied up at 17.
Point, Limestone.
As Phillips back in for Stewart with Libero. And a substitution for Limestone. It's Bryson Owens, 5'11" junior out of Englewood, Colorado. That serve is in for walk. Blanco, the attack there by Slater, and it's going to be 4 hits, as they say it was into, no, they say it was a lift. That's going to be a point for Limestone, and they regain the lead at 18-17. So they fought their way back from the deficit, never really got that big. It's a Lope this time, dug by Rivera. Met at the sidelines was a couple of his teammates, but putting it down for the kill is Caleb Slater. And Tusculum ties it back up at 18 all. Limestone's only lead prior to that was 1-0. Now we are locked up at 18-18. Dane Lope will serve at 18 all. Rivera with the dig. Gutierrez will set it up for the kill by Jarrett Malone. And Malone makes it 19-18 Limestone. Good back and forth play here in this opening set. Spencer St. Eloi will serve for Limestone at 19-18. That serves in the net. It's a point for the Pioneers. We're locked up at 19. 19 all, and Caleb Slater will serve. Slater's service is in. Set up by Gogorzak, who they've said they thought it was a double hit, but now it's a blocking error against Tusculum. And Limestone regains the lead at 20-19. Limestone. Down the line for walk. Blanco tries to bump it for Grant, but he bumps it into the net. And it's a point for Limestone, who now has its largest lead of the set, 21-19. Tusculum's largest lead was 3 at 4-1. Now Limestone has some momentum. This service is in for walk. Blanco will set it up for Kampshoff. It's blocked by Rivera, back to the Pioneers. Walk, his attempt is met. Rivera puts it down for the kill. Geraldo Rivera's 8th kill of this set, and Limestone is now leading 22-19, and Tusculum will ask for a timeout. We'll keep it right here during this timeout. Tell you a little bit about tonight's match. For Limestone, they come in with a record of 11 wins and 9 losses. Their last match was last week against Queens. It was on Friday, and they defeated Queens 3-2. As Limestone won the first 2 sets, Queens won the next 2 sets, but Limestone won 15-11 in the 5th. Limestone has had 5 5-set matches this season. They lost to Queens 3-2, beat Belmont Abbey 3-2, lost to Jamestown, lost to Lincoln Memorial, and beat Queens. They've only gone 3 and out 7 times in 20 matches. So they keep it close. The set scores when these teams met at Gaffney on February 26th. Limestone won the first 2 sets 25-18 and 25-16. Tusculum won the third set 25-23, but Limestone won the match 25-16 in the 4th set. This is the final home match of the season. Pioneers will be competing in the IVA tournament this weekend down in Charlotte. The pairings and matchups will be announced later. Check TusculumPioneers.com for all the updates on the setup for the IVA tournament this weekend in Charlotte. 22-19, Limestone with the serve. Grant will get it back from Blanco and put it down for the kill. Shafar Grant with the kill. As that serve raised the net. Grant stayed with the first kill of the set. And Kampshoff goes deep with that serve, and it's 23-20 Limestone.
Now serving for the Saints, number 14, Jarrett Malone.
Jarrett Malone will serve now for Limestone. Neither team has had an ace yet in this set, which means that by the rule, Malone's going to have an ace on this serve. Nope, not this time. And Grant gets a kill for the Pioneers. So Grant puts it down. Back-to-back kills for Shafar Grant, and Tusculum trails 23-21. Hunter Walk will serve for the Pioneers. They will try and rally from a 3-point deficit. Walk's serve is in. They'll set it up for Rivera, and he'll put it away for another kill. 10 kills in the first set for Geraldo Rivera. Impressive. And he's hitting over 500 while he's doing it. It is set point. And it will be Ristos Gutierrez serving for Limestone after this timeout on the court. Tusculum's 3-11 this season, 2-5 in the IVA. Limestone 11-9 overall, 2-3 in IVA play. Tusculum's conference wins this season, coming against Alderson Broadus, 3-1 on March 21st and 3-1 back on Friday afternoon. For the match, Tusculum honored its lone senior, Peter Stewart, the 5'11" grad student from Castleberry, Florida. He was honored prior to the start of today's match, as Tusculum in its second season as a program. Your game officials today, your chair official is Mitch Atkinson. Doug Fagan is working the table. Your line judges, Cameron Hughes is the line judge in front of the Limestone bench, and Carly Pigza is your line judge to the bottom left corner of the screen in the white t-shirt. So set point here for Limestone. They lead 24-21. And Gutierrez will try and serve the set for the Saints. Tusculum needs 3 points to keep this one going. Walk, Blanco, Grant, a little off balance there, but got it across. Rivera one more time, why not? Geraldo Rivera, 11 kills in set number 1, and Limestone wins the first set, 25-21. We'll have the stats from set number 1 and set you up for set number 2 when we return. It's Limestone 1, Tusculum nothing on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela burns it. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org/opportunity.
Dear
Welcome back to Pioneer Arena as we're getting set for set number 2 as Limestone wins the first set 25-21. Stats in that first set, Limestone hit 433 as a team, 16 kills, 3 errors in 30 attacks. Geraldo Rivera, 11 kills, 2 errors, 15 attacks. He hit 600 in the first set. Christos Gutierrez with 14 assists for the Saints, while Matt Antrella had 3 digs and 2 blocks. Limestone as a team had 3 blocks in the first set and 8 digs. Tusculum hit 179 in the first set, 11 kills, 6 errors, 28 attacks. Leading the way was Sean Kampshoff with 4 kills and 8 attacks. Dane Lope had 3 kills. 2 for Shafar Grant, 1 each for Lucas Blanco and Hunter Walk. Blanco had 8 assists for the Pioneers. And Hunter Walk had 3 digs to lead the way for Tusculum. Pioneers had 1 block in that first set as a team, 9 digs. Neither team had an ace in the first set. Limestone had 5 service errors, Tusculum had 2. Tusculum just 29% points off serve in the first set. So it's 1-0 Limestone as we get ready for set number 2 here at Pioneer Arena this evening. Jim Miller with you. Producer this evening is Corey Seswick. And on the camera, Doug Page to my right, up here in the loft. The view you see right now, I'm about 3 feet away from that camera, so that's what I'm looking at as we're watching the action here this evening. As Limestone wearing their road blue uniforms with white numerals and gold trim, Tusculum in their orange home uniforms with black numerals or with camouflage numerals and black trim. The story behind that is apparently they did not order camouflage numerals, but they got them, and they said, we'll keep them. If you haven't watched the team play, it's a little tough, but we've seen them play enough this season. We know who they are. So we're set for the second set here today. A couple changes, one change in the lineup for the Pioneers as we start the second set is Colby Landry is out there, and Landry will be serving to start the second set. Slater is out of the lineup for the Pioneers.
On the serve for the Pioneers begin tonight's second.
Colby Landry on the serve.
Colby Landry.
The freshman, 6'1", out of Belrose, Louisiana. And he will serve it to the Saints to start set number 2. And hit the antenna with that one, and it's a point for Limestone right off the bat.
Point, Limestone.
It'll be Spencer St. Eloy to serve for the Saints to start second set.
On serving number 2, Spencer St. Eloy.
This serve is in. Oh, it is deep. It is a point for Limestone, or the Pioneers.
Pioneers. Now serving number 10, Shafar.
So it's a point for Tusculum, and we're even up at 1. As both teams start the set with a service error. And Shafar Grant will jump this one into play. Rivera with the dig that time. The attack this time coming from Malone, but it's going to be a point as the set was bad.
Pioneers.
Bad set there by Gutierrez, and it's a point for the Pioneers. They lead it 2-1. Grant's serve is in this time. Goes across the net, played by Blanco. Set up to him again, and this time it's going to be dug out by St. Eloy. It's Rivera, it's too long, it's a point for the Pioneers.
Point. Pioneers.
Rivera had just 2 hitting errors in the first set. And Tusculum now with a 3-1 lead. Grant with the serve. Met there by the defense of Antrella. Antrella will take it this time and get the kill for the Saints. Antrella, he's senior out of Windermere, Florida. Not one of their primary targets, just a little under 2 kills a set. He gets his first one, or his third one of the day for the Saints, who come up with the first ace of the match. It was the aforementioned Antrella who got the ace, just his 7th of the season. Serve is in. Nice dug there by the Pioneers. And it'll be played over by Lope, and it winds up being a point for Tusculum. Lope is playing a free ball and winds up getting the kill. As Phillips set it up to him, he just bumped it over the net right in the middle there. As it looked like the thought St. Eloy was going to get it, and a little miscommunication there, but it's a point for Tusculum. They lead it 4-3. Rivera goes this time with authority, and we're tied at 4.
Point, Limestone.
Boy, he's the best player I've seen in this gymnasium this season, bar none. Geraldo Rivera. This one is dug by Landry. Going with it is Slater, but just a little bit deep and wide, and it's a point for Limestone. They lead at 5-4. (5-4) Saints. Malone serve. Phillips cuts in front of Landry to make that play. Kampshoff gets the kill. As unable to come up with the block is Stout, along with Gutierrez. Limestone without John Igo tonight. The junior 6'7" out of Peoria, Arizona, has been a mainstay in their lineup this season, but he is not in action this evening. And it's going to be a kill for Stout, as Stewart was able to come up with that one. So a point for Limestone, and they lead at 6-5. Ristos Gutierrez will serve it for the Saints. Goes to Landry. Blanco over his head to Kampshoff. He'll drop it in front of Pogorzak for the kill. And it's a point for the Pioneers as Kampshoff collects his 6th kill of the match. Caleb Slater up for Tusculum. even up at 6. Into the net, point for Limestone. Just the 4th service error of this match for Tusculum.
For the Saints, number 1, Geraldo Rivera.
Geraldo Rivera will serve for Limestone at 7-6. And he's going to get it over as Grant, as the Pioneers a little scrambly there, but managed to get it through. And then this attempt is going to be a point for the Pioneers. They were looking for a tip, but there was none coming, and the Pioneers get the point on the hitting error. And Limestone coach Steve Benson is asking for a tip. We're going to have a discussion as our line judge, Cameron Hughes, will come over and talk to the chair referee, Mitch Atkinson. Let's see what she saw. And she's saying that it hit the antenna. And apparently Atkinson agrees, and it's a point for Tusculum. So the Pioneers get the point. We're tied at 7. Kampshoff with his serve into the net. It's a point for Limestone. Another service error for the Pioneers. That's 2 in a row. And Limestone leads at 8-7. Limestone winning 72% of side outs. Tusculum just 61%. That is going to be played by Phillips to Landry for the kill. Kobe Landry gets the kill for the Pioneers. Landry with 38 kills now this season. Played by Phillips to Landry. Was the Saints for a point. Now going for the kill there and getting it is Jarrett Malone. And it's 9-8 Limestone. Spencer St. Eloi will serve at 9-8 here in the second. That serve comes into Phillips. Blanco sets it up for the tip by Lope, played by the Saints. From the back row, it's Rivera with the tip. Phillips saves it. Blanco, back row Landry, dug out by Pagorzak. And now going with the tip and the kill for the Saints is Ristos Katersos. Good action there by the Saints as they had it together on their side of the net and get the point to lead at 10-8. St. Eloi serve, a good one, dug by Lope. Blanco for Grant, too far, point Limestone. They want a tip. Eddie Pennington, Tusculum coach, looking for that tip, not getting it. And it's a point for Limestone. They lead it 11-8. That serve into Landry. Blanco goes cross court to Lope. It'll be played again to Landry. Blanco over the net. Rivera digs that one out. It's St. Eloi this time. Landry with the dig off the scoreboard. It's still live. And this attack from Lope is dug by Pagorzak. This time it's going to be the attack by Antrella, but it's met by the Pioneer defense as Tusculum comes up with the block at second in the match for Tusculum. As Blanco and Slater were in the neighborhood, and Tusculum trails 11-9. Shafar Grant will serve. Right down the line, Antarella with a nice dig. Rivera wanted to go and now just taps it across. This time it's Slater for the kill for the Pioneers.
Point Pioneers.
Caleb Slater with the kill, his first of the match. And Tusculum back within 11-10. Now Grant will serve this one at 10-11. Too deep, point for Limestone.
Pioneers.
12-10 Saints. Serving for Limestone is Matt Antrella.
Serving for Matt Antrella.
Service is too deep, and it's a point for Tusculum.
Point, Pioneers.
7th service error for Limestone. Tusculum with 6 service errors. Pioneers still looking for their first ace of the match. Lucas Blanco serving for Tusculum. Blanco, the sophomore out of Miami, Florida. That serve is in to Podgorczak. Going with authority was Rivera, but it is Antenna as called by the line judge. It caught Antenna, and it's a point for the Pioneers. We're locked up at 12. 12 all as Blanco serves. Again, the Limestone coach, Steve Benson, unhappy with that ruling.
Point, Pioneers.
And now the table official will talk to Eddie Pennington and tell him what the ruling is.
Correction, replay.
It's going to be a replay. They rule a replay. And Tusculum unhappy with that ruling. And we're tied at 12, and we'll serve it again. The serve by Blanco. It's Rivera this time into the net, and ball don't lie. It's a point for the Pioneers.
Point, Pioneers.
So it worked out exactly as it worked out. Blanco served, Rivera with the hitting error, and Tusculum leads 13-12. So we're all good. This serve is in, and a tip across for the point for Limestone.
Now serving number 14, Jared Malone.
That's 13-12. Limestone leads 13-12 as Blanco goes for Kampshoff, and a whistle and a point for the Pioneers. The Tusculum gets the point. We're tied at 13. So a little bit of confusion there, but we're back to it here as Lope serves it into Rivera. But Gorzak will have to set this one for Rivera, and Kampshoff and Slater try their best, but Rivera with the kill for the Saints. They lead at 14-13. 13 kills now for Geraldo Rivera. Ristos Gutierrez will serve it for the Saints. In for Landry. Set up for Slater. Dug by Rivera. This time it's St. Aloy with the attack. Nice dig there by Lope. Blanco has to hustle to get the set, and he set it right over the net. That's a tough set, as he was trying to set it with his running back from the net. And the set was a little too strong, went right over the net, and it's a point for Limestone. Saints now lead 15-13. This serve will be into Phillips as Landry was there as well. Kampshoff tips it over Rivera, but it's played by Stout. This time is St. Aloy down the line. Nice dig by Phillips, but he can't quite get it. And it's a point for Limestone. The Saints now lead at 16-13 as St. Aloy gets his second kill of this match. 16-13 as Gutierrez will serve. Gutierrez's serve goes to Landry. Blanco back to Landry. Cross court, and no luck there for the Pioneers. It's another point for Limestone. They lead at 17-13, and Eddie Pennington asks for timeout. 17-13, Limestone leads it here in this second set. Pioneers looking to avoid a 3-0 loss. 3-0's been a little bit of a common theme for the Pioneers this season, both wins and losses. As Tusculum has had 6 of their 14 matches done in 3, a 1-5 record. Tusculum's wins coming 3-0 over Bluefield on March the 5th, 3-1 over Alderson Broadus on March the 21st, and 3-1 over Alderson Broadus this past Friday. These teams do have common opponents, obviously, being members of the same conference. Tusculum lost to Belmont Abbey twice by a 3-0 score. Limestone beat Belmont Abbey 3-2 and lost to them 3-1. Limestone's 0-2 against Lincoln Memorial this season, 3-0 and 3-2. While Tusculum has lost 3-0 and 3-2 as well. They've also both played North Greenville this season. Limestone 0-2 against North Greenville. Tusculum lost their season opener to North Greenville all the way back on January the 14th. Tusculum also a loss to Erskine 3-0, while Limestone beat the Flying Fleet 3-0 in Due West, and then also beat them in Gaffney a week later 3-0 as well. So some comparative scores there, obviously, for these two programs. Tusculum lost to Emmanuel 3-1 here at home, while Limestone has a 3-1 win and a 3-0 loss. Back to action as the serve comes to Phillips. Blanco set it up, but nobody was there as Kamshoff had come across. It's a point for Limestone, one of the easier ones they'll get. They lead at 18-13. As it's now 5 straight points for the Saints behind the serve of Gutersos. That serve is in for Phillips to Blanco. Landry kept alive by the Pioneers. They'll play it over the net, but it's lifted. And it's a point for Limestone. 19-13 Limestone. They've scored 6 straight. 5 of those points on the serve of Gutersos. The Pioneers are going to have to dig deep here in this second set as that serve, Landry got it in front of Phillips. Kamshoff this time, blocked by Stout, continued by the Pioneers. This time it's Slater for the kill. Caleb Slater gets his second kill of this match, and Tusculum breaks that drought, and they now trail at 14-19. But Caleb Slater will step up to serve. Tusculum looking for its first ace. Only been 1 ace in this entire match. It is in to Podgorczak. And that attack there by St. Eloi goes wide. It's a point for the Pioneers. And Tusculum back by 4 now, 19-15. Slater, cue this one up. Rivera gets it back, puts it away. Rivera set up Gutersos, back to Rivera for the kill. And he's got 14 kills now, and Limestone now leads at 20-15. Rivera's serve is played by Lope and back across by the Pioneers. That's a point for Limestone. And they now lead at 21-15 as they threaten to pull away here in set number 2. 21-15 as Rivera serves. Into the net for a point for Tusculum.
Pioneers. Now serving for Tusculum, number 8, Sean Kamshoff.
It'll be Sean Kamshoff to serve. Tusculum tries to mount a rally here, down by 5. That attack by Stout, but Shafar Grant there for the block. Solo block this time for Grant. And it's 21-17. Limestone's lead down to 4. Kamshoff's serve goes to Podgorczak. Across for the attack by Antarella, but blocked. This time, Blanco and Grant there for the Pioneers. 2 straight blocks for Tusculum. They now have 4 in this match, and Pioneers down 3 at 21-18. Kamshoff again gets some net. Rivera has it. Confusion as the ball goes over the net. This time it's Landry for the kill for the Pioneers. Another point for Tusculum. As that dig went right over the net. And Landry put it away. Limestone wants a timeout. Tusculum's back within 21-19 as they've scored 4 in a row. Limestone in this set hitting just 143 as a team. Tusculum hitting 174. in the second set. But the Pioneers trying to cut into this deficit that reached 21-15 on the serve of Gutierrez's. But since Kamshoff's had the service, the Pioneers have gotten it back to 2 points at 21-19. Tusculum coach Eddie Pennington talks to his squad. Likewise, Limestone coach Steve Benson discussing with his team. This is the final home match of the season, our final volleyball telecast on the Pioneer Sports Network. We'll be back with women's volleyball in the fall and, of course, men's volleyball again next January. We'll have all the action of home volleyball action, basketball here at Pioneer Arena as well next winter. The next broadcast on the Pioneer Sports Network will be Saturday. And Tusculum baseball and softball both at home. The Pioneer baseball team will host Limestone. A doubleheader Saturday and Sunday. Tusculum softball will be home as well with Newberry and UVA Wise, both of them closing out the regular season this weekend. Kamshoff's serve is into the net, and it's a point for Limestone.
Point, Limestone.
So after 4 straight for the Pioneers, it's back to a 3-point lead for Limestone. Bryson Owens, the service specialist, will check in for the Saints. Owens has played 24, now 25 sets this season, and he's looking for his first ace. He's still looking as Landry has the dig. Landry gets it back from Blanco, continued to Phillips. They've got to go over, and Blanco bumps it across. This is set up for Antarella. Kamshoff gets a hand on it. Phillips sets it up for Landry into the net, point Limestone. Got a little loose on the Tusculum side, but they had it collected for a moment, but Landry, his try was into the net, and it's 23-19 Saints. This serve is into Lope, but a bad bounce. But they get able to save it and get it across as Landry is able to go and get it. Tipped across, still alive, free ball. It's going to be Landry this time for the kill for the Pioneers. But just when you thought all was lost, the Pioneers able to come up with that point. A great job on the salvaging that serve. And Landry gets the kill as it been successful by St. Aloy alone. 23-20 Limestone. As Landry will serve. And what a surprise, another discussion with the bench of Limestone and our table official. Landry with the serve. Gets it into Rivera. Set up this time for St. Aloy. Dug by Stewart and played over the net. This time they'll set up Rivera from the back row and he'll get the kill for Limestone. Rivera had 11 kills in the first set. That's just his 4th of the second, but still an impressive 15 kills so far this evening for the Saints. It is set point for Limestone, but Eddie Pennington is going to want to discuss it first at 20-24. So Limestone looking to go up 2-0. Well, Pioneers trying to get back in this one, just like they did in the first set. They were down. Tusculum was up for most of the first set. Limestone had a little bit of a run late and wound up winning that first set 25-21. They lead at 24-20 here in the second set. Pioneers led by Sean Kamshoff so far this evening with 7 kills and 13 attacks. Rivera 15 kills, 4 errors, and 23 attacks for Limestone. Tusculum hitting 167 for the match. Limestone hitting 309. Limestone still getting it done on the Tusculum serve. Limestone's winning 2/3 of the points off Tusculum's service. Meanwhile, the Pioneers winning just 55% off the Limestone serve. Those numbers are out of balance like that. Usually means that the team that's doing better is winning, and so far it is Limestone. They try and go up 2-0 here as they have set point here in set number 2. It'll be Spencer St. Aloy serving for Limestone out of this timeout. Off the toss, Landry. Blanco goes across for the attack and the kill for the Pioneers. Dane Lope. So Lope keeps it alive with his 5th kill of the match. And it's 21-24. As Shafar Grant will serve it for Tusculum. Serve is in. Over the net. Landry for Lope, dug by St. Eloi. It's Rivera for the set, but a little bit deep, and the point goes to the Pioneers. Tusculum gets that point. They trail it by 24-22. 2 more points needed for the Pioneers to keep this one alive. It'll be Grant serving for Tusculum. And we're having another discussion in our table official and Limestone coach Steve Benson. They're going to be best buddies by the end of tonight. Maybe not, depending on the tone of that discussion, as Grant's serve is wide. And Limestone takes the second set without having to do anything. So the Saints take the second set 25-22, and they lead the match 2-0. We'll be back with set number 3 here from Pioneer Arena. It's Limestone 2, Tusculum nothing on the Pioneer Sports Network.
I pledge.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
Back here at Pioneer Arena as we're getting prepared for set number 3 between Tusculum and Limestone. Limestone in the second set hit 115 as a team, 11 kills, 8 errors, 26 attacks. For the match, they're hitting 286, 27 kills, 11 errors, 56 attacks. Geraldo Rivera leading the way for the Saints, 15 kills, 5 errors, and 24 attacks, a .417 percentage. 3 kills apiece for Matt Anatrella and Grayson Stout, 2 for Spencer St. Eloi, Jarrett Malone, and Ristos Gutierrez. And that's the 27 kills for Limestone. Gutierrez has 20 assists for the Saints, 4 digs apiece for St. Eloi and Anatrella, and 4 total blocks for Limestone in this match. For Tusculum, they hit 179 in the second set, 10 kills, 5 errors, and 28 attacks. And they're hitting 179 for the match, 21 kills, 11 errors, and 56 attacks. Sean Kampshoff leading Tusculum with 7 kills and 1 error for 13 total attacks, a .462 percentage. 5 kills for Dane Lope, 3 for Colby Landry, 2 for Shafar Grant and Caleb Slater, 1 apiece for Lucas Blanco and Hunter Walk. Blanco leads the Pioneers with 15 assists. Tusculum with 16 digs, 4 by Lope to lead the way, and the Pioneers have 4 blocks. Grant has been involved in all 4 of them for the Pioneers. Just 1 ace in the match. It went to Anatrella in the first set. Both teams have 8 service errors. Both teams have 16 digs. Both teams have 4 blocks. But Limestone has the lead in the match. 27 kills to 21 for the Pioneers. And if you do the math, they've won by a total of 7. And that 1 ace, and there's 6 kills. That's the difference right now for Limestone as they lead the match 2-0. So it's been close, but Rivera's been the difference maker so far tonight. And they'll try and do it one more time here in set number 3. Limestone with their starters as they've gone tonight. Gutierrez, Malone, St. Eloy, Anatrella, Rivera, Stout, with Pagorzak as the libero. Tusculum will go Slater, Kampshoff, Blanco, Lope, Grant, and Landry, and Taylor Phillips will be the libero to start the set number 3. So the Pioneers will try and pull out some magic tonight. They had one match this year against Lincoln Memorial that went 5 sets. They lost that one 3-2. And they also lost 3-2 against Queens this season. But that LMU match, much like this one, when Tusculum trailed 2-0, won the next 2, and actually they had match point in the 5th set, but couldn't quite put it away. And Lincoln Memorial got the victory. The 3rd set is underway. The first attack there by Landry is met by the defense. St. Eloy this time off the antenna, and it's a point for the Pioneers. So for the first time tonight, Tusculum wins the first point of the set, thanks to the antenna. And Caleb Slater will serve for the Pioneers. Slater. Low toss and will go. Pagorzak will have the dig. Rivera will have the attack, and it's too deep, and it's a point for the Pioneers. The Tusculum leads 2-0. Slater going with a very low toss and basically the anti-jump, but it's effective. He got that one in. Confusion, and it's going to have to be played over on a free ball by Pagorzak. Kampshoff with the kill as Anatrella unable to get there. It's a point for the Pioneers. They lead at 3-0. Tusculum off to a quick start here in this 3rd set. It'll be Slater on the serve again for the Pioneers. Same as before, in. That attack there by St. Eloy. Getting a hand on it was Kampshoff, and now miscommunication. Nobody knew who wanted to go, and it's a point for Limestone, the freeway.
Point Limestone.
As the confusion with Blanco, and it's a point for the Saints, 3-1. And Trella's serve into the net, point for Tusculum.
Point
Pioneers lead at 4-1. And it'll be Sean Kampshoff's turn to serve. Kampshoff's serve is into Rivera. Battle at the net. Stewart plays it, and over by Blanco for the point for the Pioneers. Tusculum gets that point. They lead it at 5-1. If memory serves, this is their largest lead in any point of any set tonight. Led 4-1 in the first set. Kampshoff's serve is wide into the Limestone bench. It's a point for the Saints. 5-2. This serve is into Grant. Blanco to Kampshoff. Gets the kill as Anatrella unable to come up with that one.
Pioneers.
And Tusculum now leads at 6-2. Serving for Tusculum is Colby Landry. The toss and service curls out. That's point for Limestone. 10 service errors now for Tusculum. 9 service errors so far tonight for the Saints. Ristos Gutierrez will serve for the Saints, trailing 6-3. Gutierrez's serve. Lope will go off the Blanco set for the kill. Lope to Blanco, back to Lope for the kill, and Tusculum leads 7-3 as Dane Lope now has 6 kills this evening. And Shafar Grant will serve. Grant's serve right down the middle. It's Podgorczak. It's Rivera for the kill. Geraldo Rivera has 16 kills now this evening, and it's 7-4. And Rivera will serve. Landry, Blanco sets it up for Lope, and the kill for the Pioneers, Dane Lope. Another kill for Lope. He's up to 7 kills. Kampshoff leads the Pioneers with 9. Lucas Blanco to serve. Serve by Blanco is too long as it floats out of bounds. And it's a point for Limestone, and they now trail at 8-5. Grayson Stout will serve for the Saints. He's got 3 kills this evening, along with a couple digs. Serves it to Landry. Blanco. Lope again, and another kill for Dane Lope. Lope with 3 straight kills for Tusculum off the Limestone serves. Lope quickly now with 8 kills. And he'll serve this one with Tusculum leading 9-5. Rivera. Tersos with the setup for St. Aloy, but blocked big time there by Colby Landry for the point for the Pioneers. Off that serve, and they set it up for St. Aloy, but Landry says no. Loves it. 10-5 Tusculum. Lope served, and Atrella. Playing it across, scramble on the Tusculum side, but Malone will get the kill off of that one. So Limestone with the point now, 10-6, trailing Tusculum here in this third set. Spencer St. Aloy to serve for the Saints. Phillips for Blanco. Slater with the kill. Caleb Slater gets the kill for Tusculum, his 3rd kill of the match, and the Pioneers keep that 5-point lead. They lead 11-6. They'll be perfectly happy to trade side outs the rest of the match for the rest of the set. Slater's service and the attack and the kill as Malone got up with his 6'5" frame and got the kill. Jarrett Malone's 4th kill and 6 attacks. And it's 11-7 Pioneers. Matt Antrella in to serve for the Saints. This serve is to Landry. Blanco back to Landry. Dug out by Podgorczak. Off the scoreboard, and Antrella had nothing he could do with it. And scoreboard that hangs, you can't see it in your picture frame, but it hangs right over midcourt. And anything that hits that is in play. You also have the side walls as well, right above the bench areas. The wall, the ceiling overhangs. I'll explain it later. As an ace for Sean Kampshoff. Kampshoff with the ace, and the Pioneers get their first ace of this match and lead it 13-7. Tusculum. Kampshoff's serve. Salvaged by the Saints, and Rivera will play the free ball across. Kampshoff sets it up for Blanco, and the big-time kill by Shafar Grant as Podgorczak gets a face full of Wilson, and the Pioneers lead it 14-7. And it's a timeout for Limestone. 14-7 as Shafar Grant goes up for that kill for the Pioneers. Explaining the wall and ceiling situation here at Pioneer Arena, if you've never been in our facility, it's kind of a low ceiling. If you see the where the banners are, that's pretty much the ceiling is right above that. That ceiling extends out pretty much to where the basketball court would start, and then you begin a vaulted ceiling with the trusses going across to the top. So you have the center hung scoreboard, which is above what would be the ceiling area. You can see where that, right by the Tennessee flag in the right corner, where that wall starts and it extends the length of the court. Anything that hits that wall is in play as well. So if you have a serve that goes off, hits that wall and comes back in play, it's in play. It hits a light fixture above, hits the scoreboard, it's all in play. So we've seen a couple scoreboard balls tonight. We haven't seen any wall balls yet. But we saw Shafar Grant get a big kill for the Pioneers. They lead at 14-7. A 7-point lead, their largest of this match. As the Pioneers 9 kills in 10 attacks in this set. They're hitting 900 in this set. It won't last, but it looks good on the score sheet for sure. 14-7 Tusculum, as the service coming from Sean Kampshoff. Off the toss, gets a little net, and Trella Rivera, the run buster for the Saints. 17 kills now for Geraldo Rivera, and it's 14-8 Tusculum. Jarrett Malone will serve. His serve is in to Lope. Phillips will play across to Landry. It's kept alive by the Pioneers. This time it'll be Lope off the back row, dug by St. Aloy. Free ball is going to be Rivera this time as he goes, but Kampshoff digs that one out. Cross court to Landry, too wide. It's a point for Limestone.
Point, Limestone. No correction, point, Pioneers.
Oh, it is a point for Tusculum. I say it got tipped a little bit because it was clearly wide from where we're watching it down the line, but it's a point for Tusculum. They lead at 15-8 as Colby Landry will serve. Rivera will get it back, and there's a net interference there by Grant, and it's a point for Limestone. Sometimes the net interference, the blocking errors sometimes they're subtle. That one was not subtle. There's a lot of net grab there. In fact, the net's still shaking a little bit. It's 15-9 Tusculum. The serve will be in for Landry. Blanco goes cross court for Lope, kept alive and played over by Rivera. Blanco again, Landry one more time, and this time it's blocked at the net by the Saints. As St. Aloy and Stout were there. It's a point for the Saints. And Tusculum's lead now 15-10. As Gutersos is serving for the Saints. His serve is down the middle. Phillips does well to get that one. He'll have to play it over as Landry. This time it'll be set up for Rivera. He got a lot of net. Did he get a lot of Pioneer as well? And yes, I think Grant might have gotten some net there. But in any case, regardless of whether he did, it's a point for Limestone, and it's 15-11. So Guterres serving. He had a good service run in that second set for the Saints. Landry goes across this time and tapped down by Stout for the point. Rivera there also. And Limestone now with a run, and it's 15-12. Guterres' serve is for Landry. Grant puts it away for the Pioneers.
Point, Pioneers.
And Tusculum leads 16-12. Rivera did get that last kill. He now has 20 kills this evening. Shafar Grant to serve for the Pioneers. His serve is in. Jousted the net, won by Caleb Slater for the Pioneers. Slater's fourth kill of the match. And Grant will serve at 17-12. Puts this one in. Set up for Rivera. And they say antenna. And it's a point, Pioneers. So Tusculum now leads 18-12 as Grant serve this one with Tusculum leading by 6. Into the net for a point for Limestone. 12 service errors for Tusculum, 9 service errors for Limestone. Both teams have 1 ace. Relatively speaking, those are fairly low service error numbers. Rivera's serve is an ace, as Phillips can't come up with it. He found the spot perfectly, did Rivera. His first ace of the match. Rivera came into tonight's match with 10 aces this year. That one's into the net. It's a point for the Pioneers. 19-14 Tusculum. And serving for Tusculum will be Lucas Blanco. Serves that one into Rivera. It'll be St. Aloy this time. Down the line, but too deep, and it's a point for the Pioneers.
Point, Pioneers.
20-14 Tusculum. And Blanco will serve again. I do not believe there have been any timeouts called in this set. Limestone did call one. And a miscue on the reception by Pagorzak, and it's a point for the Pioneers, and probably will be an ace for Blanco. 21-14 Tusculum. The Pioneers looking to force a fourth set, and we will get that timeout from Limestone. 21-14 Tusculum. I said that Tusculum earlier, they was hitting 900 as a team. They're still hitting 611, which is pretty good. 12 kills and an error and 18 attacks. So the hitting has picked up considerably for the Pioneers, and they lead at 20-14 here in set number 3. Tusculum can hang on and force a fourth set. It'll be a mirror image of the first match between these two, and Limestone won the first two, and Tusculum took the third. But 4 more points to get for the Pioneers if they want to keep it going. Nice turnout tonight here at Pioneer Arena. A lot of the women's volleyball and beach volleyball players here tonight taking in the action. And of course our community friends, Pioneer Club members who are in attendance. I'd like to thank you for joining us tonight here on the Pioneer Sports Network. Especially those of you who have family and sons and brothers and playing tonight for both Limestone and Tusculum. Glad you could join us tonight here on the Pioneer Sports Network. 21-14, Tusculum serving, leading by 7. It'll be Blanco to serve. Pioneers have scored 3 in a row. This serve is in. Set up for St. Aloy down the line for the winner. Spencer St. Aloy's 4th kill. He's got 5 errors though, so he's hitting negative for the match. 21-15, and serving will be Grayson Stout. His serve is in for Phillips. And it's a kill for Caleb Slater. Slater's 5th kill of this match, and it's 22-15 Pioneers. As off the serve, textbook Slater. He goes cross court for the winner in front of the dive of the Pioneers, Lucas Blanco. 22-16. St. Aloy's service goes to Landry. So it'll be Kampshoff this time, and he'll get the kill as the block was unsuccessful. As Malone and Anatrella were up there for the Saints, but the Pioneers get the point. They lead at 23-16. Slater serving for Tusculum, as they are 2 points away from taking the 3rd set. This serve is in for Rivera, and Rivera will get it back into the net, and they're going to say it was tipped or was contact with the Pioneers. Blanco goes across this time. The attack by Malone, nice save by Landry. It's Kampshoff, saved by Anatrella. Anatrella will go this time off the antenna, point Pioneers. So the Pioneers facing set point now for the first time tonight.
Set point, Tusculum.
As that attack by Anatrella hit the antenna. And Slater will serve for set point at 24-16. And we are ready for play. Just confirming that we are where we are. Slater's serve is wide, and it's a point for Limestone. So the Pioneers will have to get a side out to win this match. Or win the set. They've got to get a lot of side outs to win the match. Anatrella to serve to Slater. Attack by Landry is wide, and it's a point for Limestone. 24-18. Tusculum still with a few points to play with, but you want to finish it off as soon as you can. Lope to Blanco to Grant. He tips it across. The setup will be to St. Aloy. The block attempt by Landry, and it's a point for Limestone.
Point, Limestone.
Another point for the Saints, and now it's 24-19. Still several points to play with here for the Pioneers. Anatrella's serve is into Phillips. So be Kampshoff, and it's in, signaling in, and it is in. It's a point for the Pioneers, and they take the third set 25-19. Tusculum gets the third set, and it's now a 25-19 victory in game set 3 for the Pioneers. It's now 2-1 the lead for Limestone in the match. We'll be back with set number 4 as Tusculum now trails 2-1 to Limestone on the Pioneer Sports Network.
You're right. That's a fifth floor problem. Okay. You're right. That's a fifth floor problem.
Not in my house. No. Not today.
Jimmy, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico?
Happier than Dikembe Mutombo blocking a shot.
Nice.
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
A little fun with Dikembe Mutombo between sets as the Pioneers take the third set 25-19 and trail the match 2-1. Tusculum hitting 500 in the third set, 15 kills, 2 errors, 26 attacks. Limestone hit 238, 11 kills, 6 errors, and 21 attacks in that third set. Through 3 sets, Geraldo Rivera leading the way with Limestone, 20 kills, 7 errors, 33 attacks, a .394 percentage. Limestone is 38 kills, 17 errors, 77 attacks. They're hitting 273 through 3 sets. Tusculum hitting 280 through 3 sets, 36 kills, 13 errors, 82 attacks. Leading the way for Tusculum is Sean Kampshoff with 11 kills, Dane Lopez 8, Caleb Slater and Colby Landry 5 each, Shafar Grant 4, Lucas Blanco 2, and Hunter Walk 1. Also for Limestone, Spencer St. Aloy has 6 kills, Jarrett Malone 4, Matt Antrell 3, and Grayson Stout 3, along with Ristos Stock. I have to look at it every time. Gutierrez has 2 kills for the Saints. Gutierrez also has 30 assists to lead Limestone, 28 assists for Lucas Blanco for Tusculum. Pioneers and the Saints each have 5 blocks in the match. Both teams have 2 aces. Tusculum with 13 service errors, Limestone with 10. And it's 25-19. Tusculum wins the third set, and they will try and extend to a 5th here. As the Pioneers back out on the court to start this 4th set. Both teams out there now. Glad you could join us tonight here on the Pioneer Sports Network. Jim Miller with you. Our producer this evening is Corey Seswick. Men's volleyball action tonight between Tusculum and Limestone. Tusculum will serve to start the fourth set as Dane Lope is ready for the service once the lineups are checked in. It'll be the same group out there for both teams as we've seen tonight. So we're ready to go to start set number 4, and Dane Lope will serve this one to Rivera. Across and the attack, and the kill goes to Jarrett Malone. So the team that's won the first point of each set has won the set. We'll see if that trend holds. Serving for Limestone will be Spencer St. Aloy. Phillips, Blanco, Slater, point Pioneers.
Point Pioneers.
Caleb Slater's 6th kill of the match, and Tusculum has knotted it up at 1 apiece. Caleb Slater, fresh off the kill, will serve for Tusculum. Rivera. And the attempt there by Gutierrez is met by the Pioneers. Kampshoff didn't have the best swing attempt on that one. It was in kind of a tough position, and he went long with that one, and Limestone leads it 2-1. Matt Anatrella in to serve for the Saints. He has one of their 2 aces. It's Landry. Blanco to Grant. Kept alive by the Pioneers. Kampshoff will go this time. Tries to go cross court again, and unsuccessful again. His back-to-back hitting errors for Kampshoff, who had been strong in that category through 3 sets. Plenty of time to come back from those now. It's only 3-1 here in set number 4. Lope, Grant will tip it across. And now Grant will go for the kill. St. Aloy saved it, and he said, my bad, as he saved it a little bit too strongly. And Grant with the put away for the Pioneers. 5th kill for Shafar Grant. And now it's Sean Kampshoff to serve. His toss. Rivera tips it over for Lope. Blanco, Kampshoff again. This time met by the defense. St. Aloy will set it up for Gutierrez. The attack there by Malone is met by the Pioneers. Landry this time, dug by Gorzak. Rivera off of Stewart, and a kill for Limestone. 21 kills now for Geraldo Rivera. And the Saints lead at 4-2 here in the 4th set. Jarrett Malone serving for the Saints at 4-2. It is Grant, back from Blanco. Kind of had to sidearm that one across. Rivera tips it over the block. Blanco across to Landry. And now Grant with the kill. They wanted to say he was over the net, and he was, and it's a point for Limestone. Grant got up there and got over there. It's a point for the Saints. They lead at 5-2. Missing the serve there was Landry. And it's a point for Limestone on the ace by Malone, his first of the match. Jarrett Malone just 4 aces this season, so that's his 5th. This one is into the net. It's a point for the Pioneers. 6-3. Limestone leads it here in the 4th. And up to serve is Colby Landry. That serve is in for Rivera. He'll get it back. He'll dunk it down the line for a point. Rivera has a lot of options when he goes up. He gets the kill there. 22 kills now for Geraldo Rivera. And it's 7-3 Limestone. On the serve now is Ristos Gutierrez. Slater, Blanco to Grant. And he finds the open spot, does Shafar Grant. It's a point for the Pioneers. 6 kills for Shafar Grant in this match. And Tusculum trails 7-4. Pioneers now back to even in hitting for this set. 3 kills, 3 errors on 12 attacks. Grant with the toss and the serve into the net, point Limestone. 8-4 Saints. And Rivera will serve. Rivera's service. Phillips got more of that on the chin than the arms, but he was effective. Rivera got some net. Phillips able to salvage that one. And now it's a free ball. It'll be played over by Lope. The setup for St. Aloy, and he'll get the kill in front of Kampshoff for Limestone. They now lead at 9-4. 9-4 Saints. Rivera's serve is deep, and it's pointing for Tusculum.
Point, Pioneers.
12 service errors for Limestone, 14 service errors for Tusculum. And serving now for Tusculum is Lucas Blanco. Blanco's serve is too far as it floats
Point, Limestone.
over and out. And it's a point for Limestone. They lead at 10-5. These teams played in Gaffney. Rivera only had 7 kills that day. It was Francisco Salinger who had the big match, but he's not playing tonight. It's Kampshoff with the kill in front of Rivera for the Pioneers.
Pioneers.
Kampshoff's 12th kill of the match. Salinger's out of the lineup for the Limestone, but Rivera has more than made up for it in his absence. It's St. Aloy this time, off of Stewart, and a point for the Saints. They now lead 11-6. Gutierrez had 45 assists that night for Limestone. Tusculum was led by Lope. He had 10 kills. Kampshoff had 9 in that match back in February. St. Aloy, too strong. Point Pioneers, 11-7.
Pioneers.
13th service error of the match for the Saints. And Caleb Slater will serve. The service is just a little too far as Rivera watches it go over his head. And it's 7, now 12-7. 12-7 Saints as Matt Anatrella will serve. Lope to Blanco to Kampshoff. Gets the kill in front of St. Aloy. Kampshoff's 13th kill of tonight's match. So he's hitting on the good side of 400. 12-8. Saints lead back to 4. Kampshoff's service is in to Pogorzak. And tipped across for the kill.
Point, Limestone.
As Gutierrez takes advantage to get the kill. Just his 3rd of this match. It's 13-8. Service to Lope. Blanco sets up Grant for the kill. Grant gets it down in front of Malone. And Pioneers on the seesaw now 13-9. Big kill from Shafar Grant, who's got 7 kills this evening. Colby Landry serving. Gets that one in. Rivera blocked by the Pioneers. Grant was there. Blanco was there. It's a point for Tusculum. And they get that point on serve that they were looking for. It's 13-10. Landry serves that one in. Cross to Rivera with authority. 23 kills now for Geraldo Rivera. And it's 14-10 Limestone. Pioneers just need to keep getting some side outs here. They're only getting 61% on side outs in this match. Limestone about 65%. The Pioneer bench feels that they're exhorting the crowd to get into it. Gutierrez will serve at 14-10. Phillips, Blanco, across for the attack by Lope, played by Anatrella. It's Rivera this time, through the block, and the point for the Saints.
Point, Limestone.
24 kills now for Rivera. It's 15-10 Limestone. Gutierrez with the service. Phillips Blanco cross to Lope, and the block for the Saints. And they get the point, and they lead it 16-10. So just like that, after Tusculum had picked up a point on serve, Limestone gets 2 points on serve. They now lead it 16-10 here in the fourth. And Tusculum coach Eddie Pennington asks for and receives timeout. The Tusculum women's volleyball team finished up its season last week. They qualified for the South Atlantic Conference Spring Women's Volleyball Tournament. And they lost to eventual tournament champion Wingate in the opening round. Pioneers did have one all-conference selection, as right side hitter Peyton Gash was honorable mention All-SAC and a member of the all-freshman team as well. She led Tusculum with 54 kills this season and hit .281. Tusculum went 2-4 during the regular season in spring women's volleyball. The beach volleyball team is still competing, and they will be on the road this weekend. They'll get to go to Tavares, Florida for the Small College Beach Championships. They will take on St. Leo Friday morning at 10 a.m. and then Spring Hill at noon on Friday with more matches to follow. And of course, the men's volleyball team will be in the IVA tournament this weekend in Charlotte, Friday and Saturday. And those match times and opponents will be announced, and they can be found on TusculumPioneers.com. 16-10, Limestone's service is into Landry. Set up for Grant, and off the hand of Gorzak, and it's a point for the Pioneers. Shafar Grant will serve at 16-11. The Pioneers have a hill to climb here. They're going to need to get some points off their serve, and unable to do so there as Grant goes too deep. 17th service error for Tusculum, and it's 17-11 Limestone. Rivero will serve to Landry. Blanco sets it up for Lope down the line. It is wide. It's a point for Limestone. 18-11. Tusculum in desperate need of a side out here. At 18-11. Landry for Blanco. This time it is Slater, but the Limestone defense is there. St. Eloi with the tip. Kampshoff will bump it across. Battle at the net. Pioneers still have it. It is Lope this time, met by the defense. Off the block, it's going to be Kampshoff this time. He goes just a little bit long. And it's a point for Limestone. And it's 19-11. Rivero with the serve. In the minute for a point for the Pioneers.
Point. Pioneers.
19-12. And Lucas Blanco will serve. The serve by Blanco is in to Anatrella, but it goes right over to Slater for the kill for the Pioneers. Tusculum getting that important point on serve. As he served to Anatrella, but his dig attempt right over the backside. Slater killed his seventh of the match. This time it's St. Eloi, dug by the Pioneers, set up by Phillips. It's Lope. It's the Saints with possession. From the back row, it's Rivera, and it's a point for Limestone. And that's 25 kills now for Geraldo Rivera on 42 attacks.
Point Limestone.
20-13. As the Saints creep closer to the victory. Phillips. Blanco sets it up for Kampshoff. Too strong. Point Limestone. And it's 21-13.
Limestone.
Tusculum's got to find a hero because time is running out. That's too deep and is a point for Pioneers.
Point, Pioneers.
21-14. As substitutions for the Saints. As Owens was in to serve, but he departs. Rivera. This is Malone, and it's a point for Limestone.
Limestone.
22-14. St. Eloi will serve. Into the net for a point for the Pioneers.
Point, Pioneers.
22-15. It'll be a Pioneer service. As Slater will toss and fire. It'll be St. Eloi this time, off of Landry and in for a point for the Saints.
Point,
23-15. Eddie Pennington has another timeout to burn if he wishes, but I think at this point, might not be enough. Anatrella will try and serve it out. Landry's dig attempt goes into the Tusculum bench. And now it is match point at 24-15. And Pennington will take that timeout. You can't take him with you. So Tusculum will burn the timeout here at 24-15. As the Pioneers will look to come up with a miracle here. We'll run down the stats. Limestone hitting .323 for the match. 49 kills, 18 errors, 96 attacks. Tusculum 44 kills, 20 errors, 108 attacks. Geraldo Rivera 25 kills and 42 attacks with 8 errors, hitting .405. Spencer St. Eloi 9 kills. Jarrett Malone 6 kills. Matt Anatrellis 3 kills along with Grayson Stout and Christos Gutersos each with 3 kills. Gutersos has 40 assists. 4 service aces for Limestone, 30 digs led by St. Eloi with 9, 7 apiece for Anatrella and Pagorzak. And 6 blocks for the Saints. St. Eloi leading with 3. For Tusculum, Sean Kampshoff leading in kills tonight with 13, hitting .320. 8 kills for Dane Lope and Shafar Grant, 7 for Caleb Slater, 5 for Colby Landry, 2 for Lucas Blanco, and 1 for Hunter Walk. Blanco leading Tusculum with 34 assists, Pioneers with 2 aces, 26 digs. Blanco with 6, Kampshoff and Lope with 5 apiece. 6 blocks for the Pioneers, with Shafar Grant leading the way with 5. Limestone 4 aces, 16 errors. Tusculum 2 aces, 17 errors in this match. Both teams with 6 blocks. As serving match point is Anatrella. Blanco will set up Grant. One more kill for Shafar Grant tonight, so give him 9 kills. And it's 24-16. Pioneers have some life. Kampshoff on the serve. Gets it into Anatrella. It's St. Eloi for the win. And Limestone takes it tonight 25-16 in the fourth set. 10th kill for Spencer St. Eloi. 50th kill as a team for Limestone, and they win tonight's match by a score of 25-16 in the fourth set. So the final score, it's Limestone 3, Tusculum 1. Limestone winning 25-21, 25-22, 19-25, and 25-16. With the victory, Limestone now 12-9 overall, 3-3 in the IVA. Tusculum 3-12 overall, 2-6 in IVA action. Pioneers will be in action this weekend, the IVA tournament in Charlotte, North Carolina, Friday and Saturday. For the schedule and more information on tonight's match, along with highlights, you can visit our website at TusculumPioneers.com. For our producer this evening, Corey Seswick, for Doug Page, Jessica Biggers, Dom Donnelly, I'm Jim Miller. Once again, your final score is Limestone 3, Tusculum 1. You've been watching Tusculum Men's Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network.